In a world where legends are born, there exists a group of extraordinary individuals, known as Shaolin monks. Now, you might wonder, what's so special about them? Well, here's the deal, and trust me, it's a story you won't forget. These folks are the ultimate masters of martial arts, and there's a good reason you should never, ever mess with a Shaolin master. Imagine this when most kids were just learning to tie their shoes. Some of them, as young as 4 years old, begin a path that would lead them to become real-life superheroes. Their day starts early, way before the sun rises. While you're still cozied up in bed, they're out there, training their hearts out. They run, they jump, and they push themselves to the limit. They've got a schedule that's more disciplined than a military boot camp, and they stick to it like glue. But it's not just about sweat and muscles. These guys are like the James Bonds of the martial arts world. They're experts in handling all sorts of weapons, and they do it with the finesse of a concert pianist. By the time most kids graduate from playing with toy swords, these guys are wielding real weapons like pros. Now, let's talk about their necks. Yeah, you heard me right, their necks. They train them to be as strong as steel. Imagine hanging yourself in the air just by your neck, defying gravity like it's no big deal. They call it turtle breathing, and it's like a magic trick that leaves you scratching your head. It's not a scene from a superhero movie. It's their reality, and trust me, it's not a stunt. They've got some secret technique that allows them to do things that seem impossible to, but it's not just about physical strength. These guys are like mental giants. They do exercises that would make your brain hurt just thinking about them. It's like a mental workout that turns their heads into something as hard as a rock. They can break bricks, iron rods, you name it, with their heads. Now, let's shift our focus to their hands. Their hands aren't just ordinary. They're like weapons themselves. They put their hands through something called iron palm training, where they make their hands so tough that they can punch with the force of a sledgehammer, and their fingers, they turn them into something as strong as steel. They jab their fingers into sand, roll them under a machine heavier than a car, and you know what? After all that, they can break bricks with their fingers as casually as you'd snap a twig. But they don't stop there. They toughen up their entire bodies. Imagine getting hit with a sledgehammer or a spear. It would send most of us straight to the hospital, right? Now, let's talk about a topic we all cringe at: our sensitive body parts. While most of us would wince at the mere thought of a kick in the wrong place, these guys train those parts to be tough as nails. It's like they've got a secret armor that shields them from the pain that would drop the rest of us to our knees. But it's not just about being tough. They're like circus acrobats, too. They crawl down stairs like bears, do flips that would make your head spin, and balance on logs while doing splits that would send most of us straight to the ear. Their balance skills reach a whole new level with something called the monkey going up the tree. It's so hard that it looks like they're defying gravity. But the real showstopper is their final test, the Shaolin Showdown. It's like a martial arts movie right in front of your eyes. They face each other and throw everything they've learned into the ring. It's epic, but they're not just strong. They're super focused too. They can throw a needle through glass with laser-like precision. It's like they've got superhero powers. So, when you see a Shaolin master, remember, these guys started training when they were practically babies. They can hang by their necks, pull cars with their ears, break stuff with their heads, punch bricks with their hands, and endure things that would make us cry. They can even do acrobatics that seem impossible and stay crazy focused. Messing with a Shaolin master. Not a good idea. These guys are like real-life superheroes, and that's a story you won't forget. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, cause you won't regret it.